You don't want to do anything that feels like work. You look at all the steps you need to do to get something done, and you think it's too much work. You think about how long it will take to get it done, and you feel like because the process is going to take a long time, you tell yourself, I don't feel like doing it right now. I'll deal with it later. I understand that starting something feels daunting. When you think about all the things you need to do, you feel overwhelmed. You fear that you're going to fail. The thought of not succeeding at something makes you want to postpone it until you have the courage to do it, or wait until the last minute because you have to get it done by then. When you attempt something and you realize how much effort it takes to get something done, or if it takes a long time to get it done, you want to take a break. If you feel like you put in a lot of effort and get little to no progress, you just want to walk away from it and think you'll come back to it later, or you'll quit. You don't have the patience to persevere. You want overnight success. You want to succeed right now, and you want to see progress as soon as you do something. Perhaps you haven't done something that requires extreme effort to succeed, and because you are not used to how much effort it takes, you quit. Another reason is you see how much work is required to get it done, and you think it's too much, so you never start. You may also use motivation as an excuse, and you only want to do things when you have motivation. But motivation doesn't last forever. You have to realize you won't like 100% of everything you do. There will always be something that you don't like. Even doing something you enjoy has downsides if you think about the downsides. But because you enjoy it, you tend to only focus on the upside and not the downside. Now, what you have to do is look at the upside to all the things you need to get done. List out all the reasons you need to do something and how you'll be rewarded for it. Most people won't start something because they want things to be perfect or need all the answers. And you don't want to start something because you don't have all the answers. You may only know how to do a part of the project, but because you don't know how to do all the steps, you overthink. Now you don't want to do the project at all. What you should do is start with doing what you do know. Once you knock the steps you do know out the way, when you get to the steps you don't know, you'll worry about it then. And most of the time, you'll figure it out when you get there. No one knows how to do 100% of everything if they never done it before. They learn along the way through trial and error until they figure it out. That's how the most successful people make it in this world. Even the most successful people make mistakes. They learned from it and kept moving forward and eventually got to the finish line and became successful. Most people won't start something due to fear of failure. They will overthink and replay the scenario at the point of failure and stop there. Think about what you would do at every point of failure. Would you be able to handle it if actually placed in that situation? You will often find, as you think about the next steps of what happens after you fail, that each stage is manageable and that you can handle it. What helps is, instead of looking at the whole thing as a goal, break each step into mini goals. By doing that, you are looking at each step as a separate goal. As you complete each step, be proud of accomplishing that step. After finishing and accomplishing each step you considered as a goal, it will build confidence. Because the more small goals you achieve, the more confidence you build up to achieve the next goal, which will help you keep moving on to the next step. Some people feel like everything is useless. They want to get to the top without building the foundation first. This leads you to not want to work hard now because you don't feel like you're moving in the right direction. But if you do nothing at all, you're not going anywhere. Everything you do serves as a purpose to build your character. Everything you do will teach you something to prepare you for the next battle. If you are not preparing yourself by working hard, even when the opportunity comes, you will not be capable of seeing it, or you will not be able to do what's required. Your fear of failure becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy because you've done nothing. If you work hard today to build your foundation, tomorrow will be easy because all success comes from building on top of a solid foundation. If you want today to be easy, you'll struggle tomorrow because you have a weak foundation, and whatever you build on top of that will fall over or break. There will always be an outcome to procrastination. You need to understand that procrastination will punish you if you are not happy with where you are. If you want to improve and get to where you want to be, you know what you need to do. Nobody wants to do what they need to do. They only do what they want to do. Unfortunately, the world we live in requires doing what we need to do to succeed. If you're happy with where you are in life, then don't worry about it. If not, then you know what you need to do.